Good morning and welcome to our town at Common Coffee. This morning we're going to be talking with Norm Scoggin, who is running for Ward 1 Board of Supervisors seat. But right now we're going to take a short break from a word from our sponsor.
What's the role of a healthcare system? Is it to make you better when you're sick? To mend you when you're injured? Are you ready to live healthier? Start today at herestoyourhealth.net, a free service of Carson, Tahoe Regional Healthcare.
And we're back, and we're talking with Norm Scoggin, and you've decided to throw your hat into the ring for Ward 1 Supervisor seat. And well, for people who don't know you, why don't you tell people who you are? And
well, thank you very much, Kirk. Thanks to Common Coffee for providing this space and the opportunity. As I said, I'm Norm Scoggin. I live in Carson City, a resident. I'm a lifelong resident of Carson City. I grew up here, grade school, high school, the University of Nevada, and went to Arizona and got my master's. I'm a fifth-generation Nevadan. Married, have two sons. My wife's a retired teacher. I have two sons. One is a teacher at a charter school in Reno. The other is a pilot for Southwest Airlines. And it's about as far as the family. Currently, I serve on the Carson City School Board. I'm the president of it. I've been the president, well, twice in my term. This is my third term there. Also served as the president of the Nevada Association of School Boards. And that was quite a successful and interesting thing. The reason I mentioned in school board, it is a board like the supervisors. In order to get something done and accomplished on any board, you need a majority. It's easy to make wild statements and get sound bites and headlines in the paper, but if you're going to accomplish something, you've got to have a majority of people on each board supporting you, at least a minimum majority, and perhaps even unanimous. This is something that we've been able to accomplish in Carson City on the school board. I don't know whether you're aware of it or not, but Carson City Schools are the second largest employer in Carson City. We hire employ between 700 and 800 people. We have the largest budget in Carson City outside of the state of Nevada. Of course, we're not quite up to the state of Nevada size, but we are the largest single employer in the state. One of the things I'm very proud of that we've accomplished on the school board is we're financially solvent. We saw the problems coming about 4 years ago, and as a result we worked with all of the bargaining units, with the teachers, the administrators, the classified, the nurses, the four major bargaining units within the district, and we were able to work with them, and in some cases they gave up raises while other districts were getting raises. But we created a financially solvent Carson City School District. And this wasn't done by me alone, but obviously it was done through working with other board members and with our bargaining units. And I think this is extremely important, because if we're going to be successful any place, we have to be able to work with bargaining units, with the other board members, and sell your thoughts and ideas. And if you can successfully do it, which I've had experience doing, then we can accomplish something. Other than that, we're just making sound bites and headlines and not accomplishing something. But I've had the experience and success getting this accomplished. And right now, as far as the school district, we have a ending fund balance, which will carry us for 2 to 3 years without cutting any services, which would be a detriment to the students and the people of Carson City, and we're quite concerned about that.
Okay. Well, it sounds very interesting. But right now we're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsor, and we'll come back and we'll talk about some of the issues that are concerning the city.
At Carson, Tahoe, each of our 1,100 professionals brings something special to this region.
My compassion.
My experience.
My skill.
My knowledge.
My commitment.
My expertise.
My dedication.
But we all share one common goal.
Your health.
Carson, Tahoe Regional Healthcare. Here's to your health.
And we're back talking with Norm Scoggin. So what's some of the big issues? I mean, obviously with the school board, as you just talked about, you're able to keep it financially on good footing. Now the city just is not quite in that position, having to cut their budget, pretty dramatically here in just these last couple of weeks. So, what are some issues that you feel that you can tackle as a member of the board?
Well, as I said earlier, the city is not in a position to create job growth. But the thing that we need mostly in Carson City is job growth in a solvent business community. One of the things that I see as a detriment to job growth and the growth in our business community is the property tax issue in Carson City, or not only in Carson, but the entire state of Nevada. As you know, we went to a cap situation. For example, if you own a home, your private residence, there's a cap raise 3% every year. Well, yeah, that seems equitable. I don't have a problem with that. But if you have vacant land, if you have commercial property, or a second home someplace, there's an 8% cap. Now, this 8% cap means that your property taxes are going to double, actually more than double, every 10 years. This 8% cap is discriminatory against our commercial business community in the state of Nevada. And I think it's something that we need to tackle. Of course, we're not going to do it alone. It has to be done probably through the legislative process, but if I can sell it within the community and our own supervisors, we can go through the Nevada Association of Counties, the Nevada Taxpayers Associations, the unions, the Chamber of Commerce, and all of the various political and commercial entities in the state, and approach the legislature with a common goal. Taxes, at best, are not very popular. But on the other hand, if they're discriminatory, much less popular. If we had a 3% cap, for example, on all property, at least it'd be equal. And one group is not going to be discriminated against the other one. If we could leave that extra 5% property tax in the hands of the business community, they might be a small business, add a few hours to an individual, maybe hire another person. The larger businesses, who knows how many people they might be able to hire. Or maybe just keep that business solvent and preserve the jobs that are there. But I think we need to make our community a business-friendly community, which is going to create jobs. In return, of course, sales tax, probably all the things go up. And I think that's one of the things. Another thing, I think, as far as jobs are concerned, we have to look at all of our city policies, particularly the construction and building industry. Are we encouraging business development, homes being built, commercial buildings being built? Are our city policies favorable to these people? I've talked to some people who want to build a house, and they always seem to say that the city's delayed this, delayed that, I can't get my building permit. Now, whether it's actual fact or not, I don't know, but I think it's something we have to look at. An example of this was the Ormsby house. If you remember, about a year and a half ago, he said, I've had enough, I'm going to tear the dang thing down, and things turned around very quickly for the gentleman who was building working the Ormsby house. We need to look at all of those things. Hopefully they're good the way they are, but maybe they're not.
All right. And just a quick, the Nugget project, which is obviously a big issue going around, what do you think about that?
$41 million out of the city budget at this time, I think, is too much. We're looking at cutting police and fire. We're cutting public safety, and then putting another $41 million to something else. I think it's, at this time, no. I would not support it.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, and maybe we'll be able to talk to you again later as we go along in this campaign. And I want to thank you for tuning in to Our Town at Common Coffee. Please check back to carsonnow.org and find the next episode. Thank you.
When you walk into a Charlie's Grilled Subs, you walk back in time when subs were made from scratch with premium meats, real dairy cheese, delicious breads, and very fresh vegetables. At Charlie's, what you see is what you get. Grilled